Good morning. So, guys, there are some cards in here, but I just wanted to say, in my morning meditations this morning, um, I was meditating on some candles, and I went and I looked at a couple of different little videos. And while I was looking at them, one of the angels came in and said something about expand your knowledge, expand your what you're listening to, what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, whether it's at the start of your day, in the middle of your day, when you're taking a 5-minute release from all. Like whenever I'm at work, I always take a 10-minute break. I'll sometimes just tell my boss, hey, I'm going to go over here for 10 minutes and take 10 minutes to go smoke a cigarette, or just take a few minutes time out to kind of regroup for a minute. And those little 5 minutes of clarity, of calming me inside and just taking a couple of deep breaths is like a mini meditation. And sometimes information comes in, sometimes it doesn't, but I just kind of sit there and just refocus myself. And so this morning while I'm doing my meditation, they're pointing that out. The angels, one of these angels came in to point this out. They also were pointing out, what are you feeding your head? I know I've talked about this in the past, but they're saying, listen to several different types of modalities. So this is like the angels coming in with a major epiphany again, right? We also have something here about clarity and power, because we got the angel of clarity and power here. And we also got some light worker energy going on. So it feels like there's just this other little shift of the angels coming in going, while you're getting this clarity or you're understanding something on a level that your soul's recognizing, your physical self is also recognizing it. There's also something about the angel Shamil here, or Camille. It's Chameul. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I figure it's Samuel Chamel, maybe. And then Ascended Master Serapis Bay. So, which has to do, I think, with the Master Healing card. But at any rate, so this major epiphany that come in this morning is like they're just talking about, like, I'm seeing these 4 little energetic bursts that came in from the angels this morning of several different messages kind of all rolled into one. So they're saying, like I said, they're saying something about different learning modalities, or something like listen to some type of guided meditation, or even a subliminal meditation that continues to unlock your open up and clear away any blocks to let more information come in from the divine. So some of you may need to be working on that. They're also saying something about different types of music. Music is something that everyone can respond to, whether you're into heavy metal, Christian music, rather you're into just regular country old songs. There's always messages that if you feel suddenly compelled to go listen to something, to me, that's the divine working with you. Rather it's uplifting your spirits, rather it's reminding you of a person that you say, oh, well, I haven't talked to them in a while, let me give them a call. Those are messages from the universe and your angel telling you how to keep your soul uplifted, especially in times of hardship, in times of feeling pressured for something. And something else I've noticed too is there's so many, so something sometimes that sounds and looks good is actually working on a fear. Like, I don't know if any of you are in the fear of lack right now, but they're also pointing out to me there's been a lot of, and I'm not saying they're a bad thing, okay, but there's a lot of these companies that come out and give you these emergency foods that are like an arm and a leg to get, right? And they're feeding on your fear of there's never going to be enough. There's not going to be enough. The world's going to explode and we're all going to, and there's a lot of things you can do to compensate around that. Just for example, even if you live in an apartment, you can grow herbs on your windowsill. You can grow on top of your speakers and your cabinets and in your bathroom. You can grow, if there's enough light coming in, you can grow a tomato plant for tomatoes. You can grow some bell peppers, or you can go on the roof of your building if you live in a high rise, landlord permitting, and do some rooftop gardening. There's always a way that you can compensate or add to your food supply, so that when you do see things like if you get triggered by that, maybe when you were growing up, your family didn't have as much money as the 2 miles up the road where, there was a dad that was a high powered lawyer and a stay at home mom, and they always had, and every time you look, it seemed like they had everything they wanted, could need. And you'd be like, you'd look back at your place and go, well, I have my family, but yeah, we sometimes wonder where our next meal's coming from. So some of these things play on those fears, and it depends on how strong you are as a person to how well you're going to, and what kind of coping skills you have to how you're going to move into the future. And some of that stuff we have to release, because you can always do something for yourself. And you'll notice some of those things, they don't point that out. Because, you can go and store up a couple of years worth of canned goods and food if you want to, but you can also help your own self by growing some herbs, a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? You're never without power. So that's another message that was coming in from the angels when I was seeing some of these fear-based things. And I'm not saying they're a bad thing. Please don't take that the wrong way. What I'm saying is yes, there might be a time where food is scarce, but what can you do right now that in the future that will take some of that alleviation, that will take some of that worry and alleviation off of you? Like, I know plenty of people around me right now that stockpile food, and then as soon as it gets bad, they start trying to give it away to people, and it's no longer edible even, okay? We got one lady, she freezes up stuff, and when it's a year past the date, she goes and gives it to people, and the minute they defrost it, it goes straight in the garbage. It's not edible, because she's got a fear of that lack of, or the fear of not having enough. So you're always going to have people like that, that kind of are around you. So they're saying, take your own control back, take your own power back, because we're kind of like in with the because we got two of the angel cards this morning. We've got the angel of clarity, the angel of power. You do have power in every situation, and even if you do nothing, that is a power. That is a choice that you make. So that's some of the messages that they're coming in with this morning, and I'm finding kind of funny the way I'm looking at this candle. Looks like there's an angel. I don't know if y'all can see it or not in here, but it looks. See how it looks like it's got wings? It looks like there's an angel standing in front of this saying, "Let me light your fire. Let me show you this to you. Let me bring some clarity in." So I find that kind of telling. So it really feels like they're saying expansion and look at things. Shift your perspective. So, in whatever way that brings in clarity or power for you, it helps, right? So, the other thing they were saying was as you go into the future and some of blocks get cleared out of yourself, as fears get removed, when you realize you have power in situations that you never thought you did. Like, even if, you've got, I always talk about the neighbor, which I don't have one of those here, but like I always talk about, like, maybe you have a neighbor that's always coming over and wanting to waste your time, or when there's something you want and you don't know how to say no. Actually, I come to think of it, I do have a neighbor here but I think she thrives on the chaos and the drama that it brings in, because she feels powerless in her situation when actually she has all the power. You have the power to say no or yes to any situation that comes up in your life. And if you choose to do nothing and you let it keep bombarding you with negativity, that's still a choice you're making. Just be aware of that. So that's some of the other things they were coming in and saying this morning. So I feel like right now a lot of clarity is opening up in people's situations. We also have the paradigm shift card here. And I just shuffled those when the angels started sending those messages. I said, okay, well, what's in there for the light workers, or anyone that is trying to change their life and going out of something negative into something positive? That is a light worker energy, because you're going towards the light, right? You're taking power over your situation. Anything you're trying to remove negative out of your life. So we've got the angel of clarity, the angel of power, and this is that clarity coming in. This is the angel saying, look at these different situations and ways you can help yourself. You have the power within you and the choices that you make. So that is the major energies I'm picking up on this morning. And I pulled these after I was doing the meditation, right? So I just want y'all to be aware of that, because the angels do come in with clarity. All you have to do is listen. So, and my thing is when I get up in the morning for like 30 minutes or so, I'm making my coffee. Let me pour me another cup here. I'm drinking my coffee and I'm going through and looking at a couple of different readers that I like after I do my meditations. And, then the angels just start coming in with messages, right? And I'll literally be looking at something and it's just a voice going on that I'm not listening to, because the angels are talking and I'm listening to them. So they sometimes when I watch things and see things, they come in and they go, oh, hey, we want you to know, hey, we brought this up in your feed to make you aware of this is something we want you to talk about. So their big thing, it seems to be this morning, is don't let fear mongers pry you out of your pocketbook or something like that, right? So, because you do have power in every situation. So that was one about the food thing. So, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying you have power to add to your own situation that is within you if you choose to do that. And if you don't, again, that's just another choice that you can make, right? So, and then they were saying something about higher on the music part of it. They were pointing out, I heard something about Lemuria. So if you can listen to any kind of music that has anything to do, because I've seen a few things pop up in my feed that had to do with Lemurian type music. There's a lot of different meditational channels out there on YouTube that have uplifting music that that they specifically make so that you can open up your intuition, so that you can tune into what the divine in the universe is pointing out for you. Because 10 people that see an accident can report 10 different things, but none of them are lying, right? Well, it's the same thing with music. It can affect one person one way and they go, oh, this makes me think, oh, this is a sign of synchronicity. I hadn't thought about that. That just popped in my head while I was watching the video or listening to the music. Someone else can listen to the same thing and they get another idea. So all of us are unique in that way. And like I said, the word Lemuria just keeps popping up, but it has something to do with the music. So if there's a music in a different tradition or style that you usually don't listen to, they're saying expand what you know, listen to something you don't normally listen to, because there's something we want to unlock within you. There's something we want to unlock within you. So pay attention to that. Some type of different music. So that's a message for somebody, or maybe even for overall for all of y'all. It's going to bring in some kind of clarity that's going to unlock something, I feel like. So for some of you, that might be your superpower, is by listening to different types of music. Oh, now they're showing me something else. So thank you. I'm so grateful. So they're also saying something about tones. Remember, guys, I told y'all I'm still in the process of cleaning out the bottles and stuff, and I do have other things going on. But I am going to be starting some experiments with bottles and writing hertz down on them to see what kind of ice crystals we get. And this weekend, I told y'all I had a meditation coming up that I'm going to put on the channel for members only. And it is one that I wrote the day we went to another town to go take care of some personal business. They started coming in with, this is how we want you to do it. And I'm like, okay. And so I wrote down a meditation. I've been wanting to do it for quite a while. And it's not a long meditation, but it's one that connects you from the earth to yourself to the divine above. So I'm going to be doing that one this weekend and hopefully publishing it by Monday or Tuesday. It is on my schedule. And for the members, there also are a couple of wheel of the year that I haven't been able to get to. I've already got a couple of them that have just fallen off because of a couple of different things that have been going on around here with just, I've been taking things off my plate, getting some other things straightened out. I've got a friend also coming this weekend to help clear out a bunch of stuff. This is going to get changed. A lot of things are going to get some changed up, and because I have more time now. So I am definitely devoting it to listening to my angels, my meditations, and those will be reflected in readings of the future. Okay. So what I wanted also to tell y'all then, now we're going to get into some cards here. So this morning I pulled the light workers, and first thing they gave me was, you are now going through a paradigm shift. So there is a door here that you're getting ready to open up. I've been getting something a lot here lately about doors. So this is like an epiphany. Someone is going to see something. You're going to hear something that is going to remove this block, that you're suddenly going to see things in a whole new light. Okay. So, and it's going to bring in, because we got the clarity and the angel, it's going to become a superpower. So for somebody, some kind of block, maybe a fear-based block, is going to be exposed, and the way you see it and look at it, you're going to realize that no longer holds true for you. So whoever this is, your inner world is changing and it's reflecting in your outer world, they're saying. So this is like the angel, this is like an angel up here who is saying, or your higher mind saying, do you see this? And this is like your conscious mind sitting back, and then it's like your conscious mind sitting back, and your higher oversoul is coming in and saying, it's time for you to remove this block and remove this door that's keeping you from not seeing something in a situation. So something is getting ready to completely turn around for you, whoever this message is for. Okay. And it's going to bring, like, you've had some kind of a block, and all this light's going to come in, and it's going to shift the way you think. Maybe you might even not live your life the way you've been living it. Something's going to drop off, and you are no longer going to live in some type of dark light, and the light is going to flood in. So I just want you to be aware of that. So then we have the earth healing, which is coming in. So this is talking about you are being, when you have this block removed, you are going to realize that you have something about you and your divinity, something about the way you see the divine. And in some sort of way, it feels like something about the fear of the safety of the child within, and your angels are coming in, and whoever this message is for, with this angel of clarity and power, they're coming in and handing you your superpower when you break down this false narrative, this false belief that you have, okay, or the way that something no longer has power over you, and it opens up your superpower. Okay, you suddenly realize that you are becoming more whole, and there is no more fear in whatever way. Like maybe you were stocking up food, or maybe you were stocking up on certain items in your house, and you look back, you go and you open the door to your closet, and you've got, or books or CDs or whatever the case is, and you're going, why have I been doing this? What's fear in me that I know? What do I need to look at? And it kind of makes you take a step back. So, and all of a sudden you realize that this has been something false that is no longer serving you. So your angel is stepping in and giving you this now as a superpower. And you might start actually talking about this with other people, right? In some kind of creative way that brings in all this transformation, not just for you, but for other people around you. So you're stepping into some sort of a teacher role as well, whether you know it or not, and helping some others who are not realizing that that this has been a fear-based thing for them. So this is about looking at this fear opening up, or this block opening up, and realizing that you have some power inside of you. It brings in a lot of clarity, okay? And that your angels and your oversoul, your higher conscious mind wants you to be aware of that. And so once you see this and you flip the script and look at it from a different way, it brings in a lot of healing for you. And it's like a major aha moment, right? And in some creative way, maybe you help somebody clear out something in their own life that you figure out there's another way to do it. And it's a lot easier, and it starts to, like there's all these little blocks. They start breaking apart, and all of a sudden there's this major expansion, okay, that started from this paradigm shift, this moment of clarity that steps into this superpower for you. And in whatever way that happens, all of a sudden it's like you're stepping through this open door. We got a message the other day that was in the reading about this open door. But you see all this expansion that starts happening? Look at all this expansion. So something that starts this is something you read, something you hear, something you see, that all of a sudden your mind, you just go, whoa, it just flips. Rather it's fast moving energy for you, slow moving energy for you. It somehow flips the script on you that breaks apart, that steps you into this new energy of this superpower that you start pointing out to other people. And there's at least a few of them that go, oh, holy shit, I hadn't saw that. I didn't see that way. So you are going to be majorly instrumental in somebody else's life. As it's happening for you, it's happening for them. So this feels like this is also a double energy expansion thing. So in whatever way you open up and remove this, take this paradigm shift of this clarity and this power, you manage to touch these other people as well. Okay. There's also, again, this is, guys, this is one of my favorite symbols. They've been showing me this symbol for the past 3, 4 or 5 years, this circle with this expansion in it. Okay. And I'm probably going to put it back up on the community board again, because in some sort of way, I'm going to work that into my channel. That is just a personal symbol for me that maybe it's part of my superpower. You know what I'm saying? So however you step into this new energy and expand, other people are going to be affected by this. This is a 33 master card. Okay. So this is a super, like 11, 22, 33, 44, all master numbers. They're double numbers, double power. And this is a 3-3, right? So in whatever way you are stepping into this power that from the beginning of it, of this paradigm shift with this clarity and power, and to the ending up here, right? This could happen in a moment for some of you. Others of you, this feels like it's a period over 3 days, 3 weeks. I'm hearing a lot of threes in here. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. There's that symbol again. Guys, I never noticed until after I moved here and saw the symbol in the sky again, and it had, because the first time I ever saw it, it had the angels in it, right? It had the angel clouds in it. And they were saying the angels are coming in for you. Then when I got here, they were like, this is where the angels are. There were no angels in it. It's like, this is it. So this is where a lot of my spiritual opening up started happening, where I started seeing angels, talking to angels. And guys, maybe they had been there before and I just didn't notice, but something flipped in here and in here that opened all that up for me. My third eye was just boom, opened up, and I started seeing all that. So that also flipped the script for me. So maybe some of you are going to feel it that way, where you get a sign, a symbol, a synchronicity that comes in and you just go, wow, right? So, and guys, I realize I include myself a lot on this because we're all going through similar things. I know a lot of readers say it's all about you, and yes, it is. But guys, I'm shifting and changing too, and I share that with you guys because as I share it and as I'm experiencing it and share it with you, I'm also teaching about it to a certain extent, because sometimes, especially if you have a learning disability, for me, it took me a long, long time to realize that I would sometimes see things and I just wouldn't realize what they meant because I wasn't aware. And the more I go through spiritual awakenings, the more I level up, the more I experience them. And I'm like, well, maybe other people didn't see it either. So that's why I talk so much and throw my own, because I'm a storyteller as well. That's why these readings are meant for you. But sometimes they happen to me. And I feel like when I share what I've gone through, it helps some of you, because some people are very logical minded and they'll see all of it and understand it. Others of us, it's so subtle, we just don't realize it happened or that we felt it or that it came through for us. So I feel like when I talk about the things that I've experienced, it might make somebody else go, well, wait a minute, I experienced something similar, because it's something will pop into your head. Okay. So that's why I share these things with you guys. And that doesn't resonate with everybody. But these messages are meant for you. But all of us are on our own spiritual path, and we all have moments of clarity, superpowers coming in. And I really feel like this is like the major thing they're trying to point out is this paradigm shift and this block exploding that steps you into your superpower. And it's during this realizing that this door is closed, it's time to break open that door and all this energy comes in. So somebody is stepping into their superpower of lots of clarity, and there's also lots of love here as well. Pink is the higher chakra to me, because green is your regular heart space. The pink is the higher conscious mind and higher heart space. So this is maybe some of you too are also feeling some kind of expansion in your heart space, in that particular heart space that's going to come open for you. That is where this block and this paradigm shift starts to crack. It's happening for you. It's not happening to you. So, let me grab the Work Your Light deck here, because they just showed me that card. And they do show me specific cards, guys. They'll tell me this card, that card. And look what's right on the bottom here. And mind you, I know I haven't shuffled, but sometimes there's a message there. Transformation. Look at all that pink. It's in your DNA. So some of you, this might have something to do with your lineage too, or something about your ancestors waiting for you at this moment. When you go through this paradigm shift, you might feel you might feel an ancestor step forth that has been sent by your angel or is working with your angel. I've been picking up some messages which are different for me. I'm not used to experiencing that. I've been experiencing a lot of ancestors and spirit guides and angels stepping forth to help some of you that are meant to become spiritual leaders in the future. That's going to resonate for somebody, because some of you are having something in your DNA, in your lineage. And I keep seeing this, guys, I keep seeing this in the sky. I saw it again yesterday, this helix. I saw the X and then the DNA strands, right? And that's DNA. Some of you can see that expansion. And here again, we're in Pluto and Aquarius here, okay? A lot of you, they're saying, are going to come into this that's already in your bloodline, and they've been waiting for it to be exposed for this paradigm shift. And as for some of you that are going to be stepping into your superpowers, you are now going to find, I think, spiritual awakening, spiritual alignment, Spiritual alignment. I've never heard that one before. Spiritual alignment. Being more attuned to the energies that they're sending you. That's lighting up codes of light in your DNA. Codes of light in your DNA. Codes of light in your DNA. Maybe that's what we'll call this one. Angel of clarity in your superpower. Codes of light in your DNA. Okay. Codes of light in your DNA. Let me see. Let's angels, what else do you want to tell them? I'm hearing Kyle Gray. So hang on, let me pull a couple of cards from this, guys. See what else the angels want to tell you. What do you want to tell them? So like an angel came in, pointing. They're pointing. Where's it? Yeah, they're pointing. Okay. Don't dim to fit in. Tune into the portal of your heart. Okay. So that's for that clarity. They're wanting to help you find that clarity. See the colors matching up on this card, these cards? Some of you, and there's that symbol again, some of you are getting ready to have some kind of major heart expansion with this blockness that's going to open up. And they're wanting you to do some kind of meditation okay, yeah, that's the reason for the music. That's the reason for read a different book. That's the message for the different. I'm hearing music especially. Some of you are going to have, this is where that paradigm shift is going to have. Some kind of music that's out there that you don't ordinarily listen to is going to bring a healing or a breaking of this block that's going to bring in this clarity and superpower. So if you don't listen to a certain type of music and it shows up in your feed or however you work your energy with your angels, that's what they're telling you to look for or to check into. Okay? If there's some kind of music's been showing up or you've been hearing something you don't want to listen to when you're flipping through the dial in your car as you're riding down the road, well, hope you don't do it while you're riding down the road. But you know what I'm saying? Something you hear about some type of music, is going to, okay, so now they're showing me the heart card from the map deck. I'm not Taylor Swift. Who's Sterling? Lindsay Sterling does the violin, the fiddle. So somebody might get sparked from that. Someone from hearing some type of music that sounds like angels singing. And I'm hearing Lemurian again. Lemurian script. Is there such thing as a Lemurian script? What else? Just enlightenment. This shift is really going to bring in something for some of you. They're really wanting you to change up something that you listen to, that you do. And like I said, there were two other things they brought in. And maybe listen to a speech, some type of certain speech. Meditation. Okay, so I'm seeing somebody with so one of the symbols they're giving me is, what do you call those triangles that they go ding 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 on them? I can't think of what they're called. Some type of symbol, is it? Or also some type of musical instrument or Hertz music or something is going to break a block within you. Guys, take that how that resonates. Okay, it's going to be different for all of you. It's just something that you need to go listen to or read or see or hear. Something in a physical experience is going to bring on a very much spiritual experience. So take that out. That's going to bring in this paradigm shift. Yeah, one of my guys is just like stepped up. Leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. So this is where you need to delve into something you've never. See, she's saying, okay, I'm going to make this decision to listen to my intuition on what it is right for me. So whatever it is you listen to, you look at, you see, you hear, you pick up and read. This is where the divine is going to step in. Your angel's going to step in and help you remove this block that leads you to your superpower. All right? Which involves answering the car and lifting you up, lighting you up in some sort of way. Again, they're just repeating the message now, guys. Okay? This is going to bring in all this understanding in a way you never did. And they're wanting you to trust it. Okay? They're wanting you to trust that. Soul path. Soul family. Even the whales are going to leap for joy. Some of you are really stepping into your power, your superpower, that whale song. So maybe something about listening to, aren't there some videos, some channels out there that have, ooh, my scalp is crawling. Yes. So that's going to resonate for someone. So they're saying sounds of the deep. Sounds of the deep, where the whales are. Whale song. So listening to some kind of even watery thing with the whale songs is going to open up, and wow, guys, the whole side of my head is just tingling. So that is definitely a message for someone. So take that how that resonates for you. Be seeding the light, laying the foundation, divine plan. This is really going to unblock somebody here, okay? This is going to be a huge shift for somebody, whoever this reading is for. That is really, if you change up something that you're doing with how you listen, all this energy is going to flood in. Ever-unfolding rose, cracked open, that's the card they were showing me. And it was like 4 cards down on the top. It's happening for you, not to you. So somebody, this is what you're meant to do. This is, again, we've got all that pink energy light here. Guys, someone's getting ready to go through not only a spiritual awakening, but spiritual enlightenment as well. With all this clarity coming in, it's really going to bring in your superpower, and they're wanting to show it to you so that you recognize it. It's going to bring in some kind of creative energy as well. It will... The angel is saying, for somebody out there with this clarity and the superpower coming in, you will see the light. By being cracked open, you will now see the light in a whole new way. It will lay the foundation for your future. Take the risk. Take the leap. We've got you. We've got you. We've got you. And it's intuitive. Wow. Guys, that's a beautiful message. That is an absolute beautiful message. Leap, we will catch you. And it's led from your heart. It's leading from your heart. They're saying it's leading from your heart. Wow. It's leading to your heart. And that's the last one. Someone's going to feel really renewed with this. Look at the whales in the background. So some of you might listen to music that is going to, it's really going to crack this open for you in some sort of way. Okay? So, and open up a lot of creativity as well, and bring in a lot of healing and transformation. So that's a message from the angels this morning, guys. The angel of clarity, the angel of power. Somebody is on the verge of this huge breakthrough. All right, guys. There is no extension to this one. They're just showing this door. And I hope some of you get a lot of, get some kind of clarity from this, that you now see things in a whole new light. From your angels. I'm just the conduit, guys. From your angels, this is a major paradigm shift. Love and light.